What's up, G.I. Joe fans? Welcome back to the M.I.B. Master Museum. I'll be your curator today. Guys, we got a cool one for you today. All the way from the year 2000. A Timeless Collection 3. G.I. Joe Scramble pilot. Let's bring this guy in. This was a really cool figure that I had been tracking for quite some time back in 2000 when I was a part of the G.I. Joe Collectors Club. I think all of the G.I. Joe collectors around that time period was waiting on this particular Scramble pilot figure to be released. I purchased my G.I. Joe Scramble pilot from Target back in 2000. And this was the only one on the shelf that remained on the shelf, that was on the shelf at the time. That's how popular this the Scramble pilot figure was. A beautiful rendition of the 1960s G.I. Joe Scramble pilot. You see he comes with a ton of accessories and equipment, weapons, you name it. As you can see, our Scramble pilot is still safely locked in. He's got his clipboard there, he's got his hat, backpack, well actually his parachute backpack, binoculars, map case, maps, flashlight, flare gun, and you always need additional rope. You never know when you need rope. Here's a cool thing. He's got a I want to say this is a life raft, and he's got his air vest. First aid kit. That's a little anchor, I believe. Holster, pistol. Outfit. Let's say he's part of the Air Force. Flight suit, I should say. Helmet. Visor. Dog tags. Oxygen mask. You name it. This figure was expensive. I believe even then 2000 I paid over $30 for this set. It was well worth it. It was definitely well worth it. You got so much with these timeless collection figures, and collectors did not have a problem really paying those high prices for these figures. And especially, you know, if we could understand what was coming within the next few years, that Hasbro would stop producing these figures, collectors probably would have been more apt to pay even more, knowing that G.I. Joe simply wouldn't be in the picture, you know, 4 or 5 years later. Guys, if you're just joining us, welcome to the M.I.B. Master Museum. This is what we do. I got some time off. I'm hanging out in my museum. We're checking out our 2000 Timeless Collection 3 G.I. Joe Scramble pilot. Please like and subscribe. Join the family. Join the fun. There's his knife. Can't leave the knife and sheath out. Just a beautiful figure. Let's bring this guy down. Let's get you a top shot of his equipment list. As you can see, it's just a ton of equipment. Yeah, there's his ore. You know, I've been staring at this. Let's turn this box around. I've been looking at this figure set for decades now, and I still miss things on this particular set. It's beautifully made. And it was one of those figure sets that, for as popular as it was here today and gone tomorrow, it still didn't, popularity-wise, it still didn't challenge some of the other higher-priced Timeless Collection figures and figure sets. Get you a blown-out shot. And to me, I don't understand why, but we as G.I. Joe collectors are very fickle in nature, I guess. I mean, we drive the market. I've always said that, to decide what's going to be popular, what's going to be rare, what's going to be exclusive. We make, we as G.I. Joe collectors and collectors in general really set that benchmark. Here's a year for you, 2000. Hey, buddy, join the G.I. Joe Club. And we did. Guys, what do you think of the Timeless Collection 3 G.I. Joe Scramble pilot? Do you have this guy? Are you looking for this guy? Hard to find? Not really. Once again, and I've stated this before, guys, you can find anything out there now with the power of the internet, eBay, Amazon, all these toy websites. Cotswold Collectibles will always be my first choice. They are just a phenomenal toy website that they carry practically everything. They themselves are collectors, so they treat the product that they're selling with extreme care and caution. You're always going to get a good product from those guys. And if you're M.I.B. collector like me that has to have things in pristine condition, museum quality, as you can see this particular Scramble, G.I. Joe Scramble pilots in, then Cotswold Collectibles is definitely the toy store website to go to and check out. I love those hands. They're iconic now. Like I said, a lot of collectors didn't like those particular hands. They say, well, it's hard for them to hold weapons and things of that nature. But if you were a vintage collector from the 1960s, you understand how important those hands are. Those hands are very historical, and Hasbro wanted to get every detail down to the last item of this figure set that would connect with the vintage Scramble pilot from the 1960s. And they did a great job. They did a phenomenal job. These Timeless Collection figure sets has held their collectability and then some. They're very sought after. They're very desirable, primarily because of what they represent. And they're so well made. So once again, this is why, you get these high prices. I've seen this particular set go for anywhere from $80 to $100. All of that, those prices they're about right. I would never go any higher than maybe $100 for this set. That's just me, my professional, personal opinion. But once again, it's easy for me to say, don't do it. And I have this set, and I've had this set in my museum collection for 18 years. So it's easy for me to say that. So if somebody else does not have that, or have this particular set and looking for it, then it's probably worth $160. It's worth whatever you're willing to pay for it, guys. And that's the thing. If you don't have it and you're looking for it, it's worth it. And trust me, it's a beautiful set. It is a beautiful, beautiful set, and it's definitely worth it. Guys, we got more fun in store for you. More surprises. More action. More G.I. Joes. Stay tuned, guys. You know the routine. God bless. And keep collecting.